Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. My name is Brandon Tomlinson, and we are doing something different this week. We're doing a fun one-off game called Goblin Quest, which places the protagonist as weak goblins trying to achieve some fantastic and ridiculous goal. The structure of playing the game is that the group builds the quest challenges first, then plays through them. For your listening entertainment, we've cut that part and spliced it in at the end. So if you want to hear our antics building the adventure, stay tuned after the outro. As always, thank you for listening, and enjoy this beautiful intro by Justin, and then enjoy the rest of the show.
We are goblins. We are goblins. We just need to take the underpants and sell them for a profit. We just need to rob some gnomes and market pets for success. We just need to find some gnomes and their way to get there. We care about our lives, that's why we steal from gnomes. We are goblins. 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 We are.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Raven's Realm Tabletop. This is Justin Bourne, and today I'll be your DM. Today we are going to be playing the game Goblin Quest, and I have with me Chris.
Hello.
Will.
Hey.
We're trying a new thing. Yeah, hey. And Brandon.
You.
So we've already gone through, and we're playing Goblin Quest, which is essentially just it's a real simple game where you have 5 goblins per person, and you have to decide on a quest as a group, and then fulfill the quest. Each goblin has a high chance of dying. It's just going to happen, hopefully, because that's what makes it entertaining. But needless to say, you only get one goblin out at a time, and this is called a clutch. Whenever you have a family of 5, that's called a clutch. And so they take turns. They share the information from the one before. So if one of my goblins figures out something, then dies, well, then the next goblin would have that information. And we all have that ability, but just only with our clutch, which is our group. And that's pretty much the basics of it. There's a 6-sided die, and all it does is tell good or bad events. And we let the die tell the story. It's a lot of role-playing with 6-sided dies. So with that said, Chris, would you like to describe your first goblin?
Yeah. Well said, by the way.
Thank you.
So for my goblin clutch, my honorific is Zhenghua. I don't know where that came from. Or why I decided to name them that, but we're going with that.
It's an Asian influence. These are Asian goblins.
Not necessarily. They're just called Zhenghua. Their family heirloom is a potato. The potato is good at being a potato. And their expertise is stealing. So going with the Milo Underhead legacy power there. Their special mark is that they are spiky. So they're kind of like hedgehog goblins. And so goblin number 1, I won't spoil all my other goblins, but goblin number 1 is called Headless. And his feature is that he has little to no head on his shoulders.
So it's kind of like when a chicken gets its head halfway cut off and still lives.
Exactly. Yeah. He has no head. And his name is Headless.
But he can talk. The part of his head that can talk, right?
Yes.
Or is he speaking sign? Because that would be terrible for a podcast.
Yeah. I'll be doing signs, but you guys can't see me.
I don't understand you.
He'll talk. I'll say he has just a lower jaw and a tongue sticking out.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
excellent.
That's number 1.
Okay. Will, tell us about your first goblin and your goblin clutch and ancestral heirloom and whatnot.
So my clutch is the Goblin clutch, and their thing they're good at is naming things, and their names are Boblin, Coblin, Doblin, Foglin, and Goblin. And their heirloom is the writing thing that won't write, and it's just a pen with the cap on. And they're too dumb to take the cap off.
That's great. What did you say their last name was, or their clutch?
Goblin. They're
Goblin.
what they are.
Okay.
And they're good at naming things, according to them.
Yes, I understand. So that's their expertise is naming?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Looking at it's my turn. So I'll describe my goblin clutch. They have the horrific or honorific name of Kaka. Their expertise is that they can eat the most trash. They have an ancestral heirloom in which they believe is a dagger, but it's really just a paper or a envelope opener with a pearly handle and a silver tip. But they call it the lucky pearly silvery dagger, and it's good at poking and feeling superior to the other goblins. And then my first goblin is Glassic, the salty. He's good at creating distractions, and he's pretty tall, and he sports a Nickelback t-shirt that is full of skulls and crossbones and just not very Nickelbacky, but in the goblin world, they're totally metal.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
And then, all right, Brandon, can you tell us about your goblin and your clutch, honorific, and ancestral
Sure, I
hair?
completely redid it since the last time we just spoke about it 5 minutes ago because
Nice.
the clutch honorific is Labelle, so that's like their last name is Labelle. The notable mark is 30-degree tilt of their heads. Every single one of them.
In which direction?
Various.
Oh,
But usually to
like
the sides.
the tree spirits and like what is it, Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, sure. Definitely not a Shaq commercial. Expertise, eating everything. And their names are in order: Gordita, Labelle; Chalupa, Labelle; Enchilito, Labelle; Beefy 5-layer, Labelle; Double Decker, Labelle. The heirloom is the
It all
sauce.
comes around full circle. That's hilarious.
The heirloom is the sauce. It's good at providing a burning sensation.
I see you picked up a sponsor in between episodes.
I might just be hungry.
Forgot to mention. I think I didn't mention, but my expertise is can eat most trash. Not all, but most.
Excellent.
Excellent.
And my noticeable mark was the Korean character for Y on their left eye. It's like a tattoo, but they're all born with it.
All right.
Maybe the expertises are too similar since we have two about eating.
I know. I should change
So
mine.
maybe could an expertise be having tortillas?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Always has tortillas.
Done.
Excellent.
I also have a potato. So maybe we can make some food.
Oh my God. We need a cheese expert.
What will we name this food?
All right. So today we've decided on the quest of stealing the tidy whities from gnomes. We don't have a specific reason why we want to steal them as of yet.
Reasons.
Other than we are all into marketing.
Got a plan. I got an angle. I got an angle. Right. And then we got to do our goblin voices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We are at the Great Battle Camp, and this Great Battle Camp has several different buildings within a fort. style place. There's gates around the entire place. There's a few different locations to go to. So we are currently in the Goblin pits, and we just got birth and are trying to figure out stuff to do as goblins. This seems to exist in a very traditional Dungeons and Dragons world. We are goblins. There's orcs all around. We are baddies. There are good guys, but not with us.
Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. They're considered them, the good guys. Okay, so how do we get to there? We're born, right? So just look around, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we gotta climb the walls.
Okay, everybody roll to climb out of the pits.
Is this a 2d6?
1d6. And if you're good at it, 2d6.
I got a 4.
I got a 2.
Also got a 4.
Oh, that's great. Both y'all getting 4s is a good thing.
I took an injury already.
Well, it says that it can take away some of the bad stuff by rolling 4s.
Oh.
So you have 3s that gives good bad stuff, and then you have 4s that undo the 3. Okay. The salty gets out. He climbs out, and so he crosses the pits and makes it to the stable. And then it sounded like, what are your goblins' names? I don't even know, and if they made it.
Gordito.
How did he make it? Or did he not?
With the 4, I assume I do, right?
Yeah, you made it. Oh, that's right. You and Will both got 4s, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I will adjust. Okay. And Chris, what'd your goblin get?
I got a 2.
Oh,
so I took an injury.
Take an injury. Now, do you still have to do the task, or do you make it, you just get hurt? Like, do you roll to pass, or do you just keep
I
going?
think what happens is we go by the difficulty level, right?
Okay.
So
Plus 1, so it'd be 3. Okay.
3, then 4, and then the difficulty level goes up, right? So it's 3, 4, and 5?
It goes plus 1, 0, minus 1 on rolls.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's 4.
Oh, and there's orders. Order is important. I see.
Oh, so okay. So it's 5, 4, and 3, right? So then we need 5 successes for each step. I don't remember that part.
I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing that.
Goblin succeeds at the task they are attempting, often in small, barely noticeable ways. Describe what exactly happens. Subtract 1 from the difficulty rating of the current stage. If the difficulty rating reaches 0, you've managed to complete that task. Don't worry what the action is in narrative terms. You don't need to entirely focus on the mission, and your actions can have unintended consequences. Any successes rolled still count towards the mission. For example, if you describe your goblin laboriously tying his shoes and roll a success, maybe he managed to avoid the attention of the guards, or accidentally trips an attacker. So how do we set the difficulty level?
From what I was thinking, it was just off of dice rolls, but I thought I read that somewhere.
So I see it goes by task. So like we have 9 total tasks, right? Mm-hmm. So for the first task, or no, we have 3 tasks. I keep screwing that up.
Yeah, task and stage.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Each stage is equal to the number of players minus 1. So during task 1, we need 3 successes per stage.
Okay, easy enough.
And then we need 4 successes per stage on task 2, and then 5 successes per stage on task 3. So it gets harder and harder as it goes on.
So 3 on task 1. And you said 4 for task 2?
Yeah. And then, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A 4 plus is the success.
No, 5 plus is a success.
Oh, 5 plus is the success.
Yeah.
Okay. So we didn't get any successes yet.
Oh, I did. I got 6.
Okay. That's right.
So what does that mean in this sense? Like we cross pits to stable. Does that mean my character makes it, but then y'all's has to re-roll to get in, or do I have to re-roll too?
It's a group effort. We keep re-rolling every round, basically until we get the things. You're not out of the pit. You succeeded at what you were trying to do. Well, so describe what your goblin was trying to do. Maybe it was looking for some rope, right?
Okay.
And so that just means you found some rope.
Okay, because I was just trying to cross the pit stable. So would that be...
I mean, we could also do it to where, like, whoever fails is responsible for re-rolling.
Passing. Yeah.
So, like, if you got a success, now it's up to us to get 2 more.
I think that would work really well for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Or task.
If we want to house rule it that way, I think that would be interesting. It would make more sense narrative-wise.
Yeah.
Like you got to the stable, but we still need to keep
it would
trying.
be really boring to hear us roll till we all made it.
Right.
What is the purpose of the action token? Once a player has acted, they put their action token into the central cup. Once all players have acted, their action tokens are returned to them and a new round begins.
Oh, it's...
A player without an action token may not act. It's like, how would that ever...
It's control of the narrative, right?
Gotcha.
It's like each person takes 1 turn doing a thing.
I see.
Okay. So it's just putting a coin onto it that's not... Or a token onto it that's not really necessary. Got it.
Okay. So we'll say, like, my character goes first, right? So I was looking around, and I'll just steal what I said earlier. I was looking around to find some rope to help us climb out of here. And I found some and toss it to the next person. I'm going to say Gordito throws it to Chris. What is your goblin's name?
Headless.
Here,
and I took it. You're handing me a rope?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And so the thing with a 4 is there's no progress. We don't get to actually mark the difficulty down at all. But the next goblin gets a +1 on their roll.
Oh, okay. Excellent. All right, so I actually got a 3 then.
Sweet. So what were you doing?
I'm going to say Headless was about to swallow some ooze and take an injury. But at the last second, he saw the rope coming at him, and he grabbed onto the rope. But he still hasn't figured out that he needs to actually climb the rope yet. Like he just grabs onto the rope and just stares at it. Like, cool, it's a rope.
Excellent. And so, I mean, after that, we'll say Will's goblin. What is Will's current goblin? Goblin.
Oh, Boblin the Goblin. Yeah.
So then if you come after Chris, you have a -1. So whatever you rolled, -1.
Oh, shit. Okay, that gives me a 3 then.
Oh, damn. Okay. So what were you doing? How did it go wrong?
Let's see. So you were getting the rope, and then you gave it to... I'm sorry, Chris. What was your goblin's name again?
Headless.
Headless, right. Shit. You just said. I know.
It's okay.
All right, so you gave it to Headless, and he's like, what is this? And then this is something bad, right? So let's see. So I'm gonna say, hey, you moron, you're supposed to do this with it. You're supposed to throw it up there. And I'll try to throw the whole entire rope up out of the pit.
No!
Yeah, that seems
like that, see? Now we climb up it. Wait. Oh, darn it.
And then, expertly ruining more things, finally, Justin's goblin.
Yes, the salty one, as his name is looking at the rope that's dangling. Is it still dangling, or did he completely throw it up?
It's probably like just hanging over the edge.
Okay, so
you have to jump to get it.
The salty, which this actually, since he's one of his defining features is that he's I'm gonna roll 2 dice on this one.
Ooh.
I rolled 2
What's the
twos.
defining
He
feature?
dies. So I rolled 2 twos, which means he dies.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, because each one counts as 1 hit point gone.
yeah.
And so I just rolled 2 twos because he was tall. So the
Jeez.
salty tries to climb out, and the mud gets really slippery just as he gets to the top, or the pit gets really slippery as he gets to the top, and he falls head first.
I thought you rolled a 6.
I did roll a 6, but then we had to change the things up because of the fact that A, I was tall, and B, we just had different rules. I was not understanding what you were saying at first, but then I just rolled again just because there's an advantage.
Roll with that 6, and that subtracts 1, right?
Okay, we can do that.
Mhm.
Okay, so the salty gets up, but then breaks his arm as he pulls himself up out of the hole because he landed on it weird.
Gotcha. So it'd be like rolling a 2 and a 6.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I think we've got the hang of this. Do we want to just redo that?
So like another take for the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be
Absolutely.
more fluent.
And we can do fresh die rolls and everything. Keep it all improv, right?
Okay.
So what we have
Oh,
to
well,
do is
we're-
figure out how we decide who goes first in this context, right? Do you just want to be whoever yells first?
That's the Goblin way.
Yeah.
Now we can just
Right.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that works.
So the 4 goblins are in a pit. They're just born, and see what happens.
You want to just do Discord order? The order we
Yeah.
are in the chat?
We can do
Yeah.
that.
Sure. Are we all the same? Like I see Chris, Will, Justin, me.
Yep.
All right then. Chris, take it away. Fresh rolls and everything. But I think we describe, right? And then re-roll, and then we outcome.
Yeah. Describe what you're going to do, then roll, and then describe the outcome of what the.
Cool.
All right, so so I'm in the pits and I am trying to get out of the pits. I'm literally just gonna climb, and I got a 6. So I successfully climb up out of the pits. I'm assuming.
That's a way to use your head.
Yeah. So I scamper up there, and then 6 is a +1 forward, right?
No,
No, okay.
no, that is only a 4.
Oh, I see. All right. So then Will.
All right, rolling. All right, I got a 4. So, oh wait, I was supposed to say what I was going to do first.
Yes.
Sorry, what did you do, Chris? I was switching to my computer. Sorry, I missed that.
I just scampered up there. I just climbed out of the pit.
All right, I am going to try. Let's see, a 4 is not a success, right?
No, it is not.
Success. Or no?
It is a something good, but it is not a success.
All right. I'm going to try to climb up using my pen that I have to as a pick thing to stick into the wall and pull myself up, and I'll get halfway.
Oh man. Okay. Justin.
Okay, so the salty looks around. He's the tallest one, or he's a tall goblin, so he gets to 2 because it's climbing out of a hole, or essentially he's going to make a jump, like a Michael Jordan jump out of the hole and see if it'll work.
It's got a vertical jump.
It's a 3 and a 6. So he passes, but something bad happens.
Something bad
Is he-
happened. Yeah.
Double jump off of Will's goblin, off of Boblin.
No, he's just a tall goblin, so he leaps it, clears it. I didn't say how tall, but
But
he's tall enough to jump out of it.
What's the bad thing that happens? He twists his ankle.
So he jumps out, and as he's jumping,
gonna do bad for me, by the way, or for Gordita.
Okay. As he's jumping, he kicks over like a whole trough of water into the pit.
I love it. Okay.
All right, Brandon.
All right. I was about to start looking for some rope, and I was gonna my notion here. All right, I need to find some rope. I'm gonna tie it to that one and that one. I'm pointing at all the other goblins. And just gonna plan here was to tie some rope to them and just ride them out. See how this works. All right, let's see how this works. I got a 4. So, that turns into a 3. Something bad. So you scampered out.
Yeah.
I must say, I trying to do all of this. The lasso, I like get a lasso on it and I fly and I just throw it up and grab you by the leg and start trying to pull on it. I haven't actually made any clearance off of the ground. And instead, I'm just like almost pulling you back into the pit.
Perfect.
There we go. Hey, hold still.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. So actually, I'm going to try to lean down and grab the rope and pull you up.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to take an injury during.
You just pull yourself back into the pit.
What kind of injury do you take?
Rope burn.
Rope burn. I love it.
Or both my hands come off.
There we go.
The leg detaches like
Oh yeah, it was
like
was
a
wrapped around
plunger,
my-
like plop.
That's right. It was wrapped around my leg, right? So it just pulls my leg off.
Oh, headless is now legless.
I'm running out of appendages. All right, well, then it goes to Will.
All right. I suppose I'm gonna try to get keep climbing, get the other half of the way out of this pit. See, hey, 6.
All
It's
right.
6.
Yeah.
Nice. What did you do? You just climbed up.
Just kept climbing, yeah. You gotta do it the old-fashioned way, you idiots.
Nice. Did we just say like you left big enough handprints in the thing that we were able to climb out after that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Take it away. So yeah, we all managed to like climb back out. I come out and I guess I'm probably carrying like the rope and it has that leg still in it. And now I just kind of treat it as like a grapple hook.
Step 1 is complete.
Yes. we're out,
Hooray.
and we're heading out towards those stables.
Nobody died.
So we made it to the stables. This is like a big old barn, I assume, of some like a stable, but a barn with like 8 stalls per. The whole building, I guess.
Yeah. Built into like the side of the building down at the bottom on like the left side of it or something like that, right?
Yeah, that works. And there's only 2 horses in there. The little horse, like a pony, like a Shetland pony, and the other one is a large painter's horse.
Warhorse. I don't know.
Yeah, that's more Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, there you go.
And the other's a war horse. So we have a Shetland pony and a war horse to choose from. The war horse is kind of scary.
I like the pony better.
No, we need the warhorse. Listen to me. I'm the clear leader here.
He does go first every round.
Right. So I think you get to open it up.
I might not have a head or 2 legs, but all right.
You're just hobbling along right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to try to unlock the pin on the warhorse. 4. So not a success, but something good. Oh, you know what? I'm good at stealing. Does that count as?
Yeah, you'd roll 2. Another one.
It's like a lock picking situation. 4 again.
I don't know. +2 to the next roll.
Sure, why not? Something good.
Yeah.
Tee it up for Will.
Yeah. I guess I take the pin out like perfectly, but I'm not smart enough to realize that I could just open the gate.
I'm gonna open the gate.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 1.
It's not a 1, it's a 3.
Oh, that's right.
Cool.
It's a +2.
Still
That's
something.
something bad though. Oh, how about I open the gate, and the big horse just runs out.
Oh man, yes.
So we're stuck with the other one.
Congratulations, you have opened the gate, basically.
Oh no, the horse is leaving. Is that the war horse?
Yeah.
Guess we're stuck with
Okay.
a pony.
Get it!
So half the party goes after the pony, half the party goes after the horse.
Well, it's up to you right now.
Okay, so the salty sees the war horse leaving, and tries to make a grab around its neck like a cowboy would in an old western.
Oh boy.
So let's see. He's tall. I don't know if that would help in this situation. Would you say 2 dice for being tall or nah?
I'd say yeah. I would say that helps in the situation, specifically grabbing the neck. Remember that you have a -1, so I think that's on all your dice.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Here goes the salty. He's gonna try to do some really good athleticism. Rolls a 6 and a 1.
Well,
So, but I guess he hurts himself while doing it successfully.
Yeah. You take an injury and succeed at the same time.
Okay, so the salty goblin makes it onto the horse and calms him down, and then doesn't have a good grip, and then falls in front of the horse. So now he's just kind of dangling onto the front of the horse's neck.
Yes.
And he gets like headbutted real hard by the horse, taking 1 damage, and it kind of like knocks off an arm.
There you go. That'll teach him. And I'm gonna throw that rope I've got with the grappling hook that is the leg, and just try and wrangle it in on that horse. Throw in 1 die, unmodified. There you go.
I could grab it and then tie it around him, since I am around his neck.
That's fair. This is something good happens. So probably I have it like the grapple comes around and like kicks you in the face, but you're able to grab it.
Excellent. I got the rope. Everybody, I got the rope.
Yeah.
It helps being tall.
Chris, you've got +1s on this.
I hear the Shetland pony drinking water, so I go over to the Shetland pony and try to get that out of the stables because I secretly want my own pony.
Okay.
And I got a 5.
That's so headless. How does he do it?
So I guess this time he jumps the fence and then pushes the gate out from the inside.
So he does like a donkey kick onto the gate.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds like you ended up on this horse, and yeah, we're probably going to be like half dead trying to get this thing, and just going to, Will's dog drinking sound like right beside us.
You got the pony. Good. I'm gonna try to coax the pony out with headless on it. Let's see. I got a 5. All right.
That's
Come
a
here.
success.
Come on, pony. Come on. Don't listen to me, I guess.
5 wins.
Yeah.
That's our 3rd success.
That's
Sounds
right.
like 3 of us pile onto this pony, and we're leading the war horse by way of a rope that's not actually even tied to it, but is actually just being held onto by Justin's goblin.
Who's running it upside down currently? It's that whole like better to be pissed off than pissed on situation. The salty one goes underneath the horse and doesn't get trampled or anything, and then is holding thumbs up to everybody else. Hey! And then he shakes the thumbs up. As we are about to leave with the horse and buggy, 2 orcs happen to be having a brawl and stumble into the barn at this time. And they are in the way of us leaving with the Shetland pony. And they're fighting about who let out the war horse.
I guess I'm gonna try to trample over one of the orc with the pony. Pony stampede.
So you're gonna try to break through the two orcs fighting and just kind of right through them.
Charge.
You motherfucker! Why did you leave the horse out? No, you let the horse out. You didn't lock the gate. And then what happens?
We charge right by it, sounds like.
Yeah. I got a 5, so yeah, we just.
And then
We charge.
you'll break through. They look at you. Huh? And then they're both just confused and continue fighting.
Charge!
You get him. You get him.
So as the two orcs are fighting, 4 goblins ride up off on a Shetland pony between them, without them noticing, other than there's just a slight distraction, and then they continue fighting. And we've now, have we left with the horse and buggy, or we just left that part and now we leave with horse and buggy?
We've got to get out through the gates of war. So
Okay.
we've still got a little bit to go. Will, what's going on?
Okay, we gotta get through these gates.
Yeah. Smash them.
Right? Yeah, it worked last time. Let's just ride right through the gates, like smashing a car into a locked chain link fence gate. Yeah, smash the horses right into the gates. I get a 3.
Do we want to pass that on to me, or to me, I guess, for the next one? Or do we want to come up with a misfortune table?
And we just smashed right into the gate.
So we're all being kind of thrown forward. Okay. Justin.
Nobody gets hurt though, apparently.
The salty one goes and kind of gets the horse back in order after running headfirst and hurting himself a little bit. He gives him a few polite pats and then calms the situation down, and then tries to do the same exact thing as Goblin does.
So you have a -1 on it.
Okay. Rolled a 6, so it's a
Nice.
5. A pass.
You managed to renormalize the horses?
Yes, normalized the horses and got them ready and everything. I gave them all kinds of love. I don't know what that was about, but let's just keep going. See what happens.
All right. I know what I want to do, and kind of building off of that. You morons, it's a pull door. And I so Gordito is gonna
great either way.
take a swing around the rope that's got the legs still lassoed into it and hook it into the things and pull. And here, I'm rolling some dice. I rolled a 5.
Are you pulling it inwards towards us?
Yeah. I got a 5, so it's got some give. We've still got 2 successes to go.
Yes.
All right, so if it goes to me, then yeah.
It's Headless's turn.
I'm going to make it unnecessarily stupid and try to get the horse to ram through again exactly the same way as Goblin did, even though we have a clear advantage with pulling on the rope. And I got a 1. Which means I die because I already lost my leg. I try to drive us forward, right? So I do the burring the horse forward. Then the horse obviously knows better than to smash itself into the gate. So then I go flying off the front and then land on the spikes on the top of the palisade.
Is there any sounds while he's in the air? What does he sound like?
Splat.
Does the replacement goblin appear immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Second goblin just approaching the party from behind, just getting on the horse for no reason.
It just crawled out of the pit.
Yeah, exactly. So my second goblin is named Skedaddle, and he's pink. And then he just gets onto the horse.
Okay, so we have 2 passes, and we just lost a goblin. Now it is Will's, or it is Boblin.
Let's see. We already opened the gate, right? We just need to get through it.
No, he literally just closed it back on us.
Oh, damn it! All right, guys, you just figured this out. All right, then. I'll bring the horses back up to it and pull it again. Try to get that fucker open. Yeah, I got a 5.
Hey, it's bad.
So imagine with that, like the big doors swinging open, the world is our oyster, but our horses are facing the wrong way.
Okay. So, the salty one goes and takes the lead on the horses horse and tries to pull the pony on the reins to turn around. He pulls the right side to get him to go clockwise, I think, and then face and leave the gate. So he's trying to, the salty one's trying to do that. Rolled a 2. So he tries to pull the rein, but then the pony pulls too hard and his arm just pops. Or no, he's dead. So he's trying to pull him around, and then he falls off and bumps his head, and then it just pops. It just goes like right off, and he dies, and that is the end of Salty. He's like, "Oh no, this isn't exactly the way I thought it was going to happen." Dies. So now it is Brandon, on to you.
Well, what about your?
I gotta describe
your
my new one
next
coming out.
goblin?
So
Yeah.
So y'all see the salty one die, and out crawling from the tarp or from the pit, you see this smaller goblin with huge eyes wearing a shirt that in this universe Nirvana was Hanson, so he's wearing a Nirvana shirt with Hanson on it. And with that said, he's got big eyes. Oh, and his name is Crackle, and he's considered the Wasp. And then he sips on his Starbucks or Orc Bucks and joins on the pony.
Yeah, to get the horses to run forward, I've got an idea. To get the horses to go, I'm going to pop open some sauce. There we go. And I start just rubbing it all over the rear end of this horse. I rolled a 3 and a 6. Yeah. So there's the success. Yeah. I mean, the bad is these horses are agitated AF.
So like disadvantage on next horse control. And we are on to task 2. Finding the gnomes. So you guys, we got it. Now we got to go and find some gnomes.
How do you find gnomes?
Well, you just follow gnome tracks.
Makes sense to me.
Say like right now the horse is going too fast for us to see anything. Like it's blurry.
I can't see anything. Everything's so fast. And I'm the wasp. I usually see everything.
My name is Skedaddle.
Ha! Fascinating. And like bring the like rope in and like sling it over. So you've got like your clutch mate's like leg hanging over. I'm Gordita. What do you suppose we find these tracks? That's like a cowboy. What the hell?
I like that. I like having a cowboy gnome. Or not gnome, a goblin.
He's riding a horse, right?
Yeah.
I will get off the horse and actually look at the ground closely. And I roll.
You're getting off the horse fast?
Yeah.
While it's going super fast?
Yes, yeah. Because I'm like, you said that I needed to look for the track, so I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, naturally that means I need to get off a moving vehicle.
Yes. Now you're living out all our childhood dreams / fantasies in the backseat of a car. Wonder if I just duck and roll. I could make it.
And I took an injury naturally.
I'm gonna say like, can we say like part of that was like I hooked that thing onto you, so you're getting dragged?
Sure. Yeah, so I try to get off, and then the rope snags onto me, and now I'm dragging behind the horse and just like eating dirt. Ah!
You're supposed to stop the horse first.
My name is Skedaddle. Ah! It hurts.
All right. I'm going to try to stop the horse. say, "Stop, horse!" Oh, I got a 1.
It stops.
And it throws me. It stops very suddenly. I fly off and smash into the ground and get injured.
How did he get injured? Where's the injury?
Genitals.
Maybe I'm like paralyzed and I'm pulling myself along by my arms now.
Yes. Okay. The wasp goes and hops off the horse and looks for gnome tracks throughout the bushes, and because he knows that gnomes love bushes and hiding in them and then sprouting out and scaring people.
Oh boy.
Sounds like gnomes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Typical gnome behavior. Roll the 3.
Ugh, I'm gonna die.
Right? So I guess we'll pass it on to Brandon with the -1. So while looking for in the bushes, the wasp goes and finds poison ivy and brings it over to Gordita, thinking it could help him locate the tracks like a dowsing rod.
Like, what's this? And like bites it between, like puts it up and like sticks it in his mouth while he like reels in the rope to like get it all wound up. It's just like, and then it's going to start looking. It takes a few minutes for that to become bad, right? So he's looking around in the treetops. I hear they like to be up in the tops of the trees. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to start trying to climb. I have a -1 on this and I have no training whatsoever. And I rolled a 2, which becomes a 1, which is either way bad. This is actually Gordita's first injury. Climbing up, his hands start to swell and like starts to like not be able to talk anymore as he's like climbing up, spits out the branch and then just kind of goes numb and falls to the ground.
Allergies.
Yeah. It's
just like
time of year
you
I
hear
hear.
a crack against like as his head hits the ground.
It's like a coconut hitting the ground.
Right. And it's like a groan. Marked 1 injury.
So do we have any passes on this? Or we still are not even past finding
I don't
gnome?
think anyone passed.
I think so.
All right. Gedaddle is going to try to get himself off from the rope that he's being dragged. And I got a 6. So yeah, he just, despite his head dragging along the ground, he somehow manages to reach down and grabs the rope and unties himself.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, being so low to the ground now, I'm just going to look for gnome tracks.
What's your investigate like? +3?
Plus nothing, and I rolled a 1. Uh-oh. Let's see. While looking for gnome tracks, I stumble upon some bear tracks, and I'm like, these are gnome tracks, and follow them into the den of a bear and get eaten, and I'm dead.
Goblin, no!
That's gotta hurt.
Out of the cave, like just from behind the bear, walking up, doing a like wincing face, walking past the bear, eating his, I don't know, cousin. You see Goblin.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm Goblin. Goblin.
Go find some gnome tracks.
You got it, frienderino.
Okay. The wasp is good at burrowing, so he's going to start to dig for a clue to find gnome tracks. Like some kind of like metal or something that he can use to locate a general direction. Rolled a 6, so that's a pass. Okay. So, Wasp goes and looks for some debris from some what he assumed is gnomes at this point. And hey guys, I've found some kind of gnome debris. Come check it out. Gordita, check quick.
What? And gonna run over there and start like just excited. Run. What you got?
Check it out. It's debris. It's like a lot of their food and a shoe, and there's no way if it's anyone but a gnome.
I'm gonna start rooting through it, and sure enough, yep, that's a shoe. And then like hold it up for like I don't know, like in Zelda and stuff like that, like Link, like da-da-da-da, like he holds it up like that. Somehow this is helpful for Chris.
I'm gonna grab the shoe and I'm gonna say, naturally, this smells just like gnomes. This will help me track them. And I rolled a 1. So the shoe. I go to sniff the shoe, but in trying to pass it to me, so I try to eat the shoe instead of smelling it, and I try to like swallow it whole.
You really committed to eating it.
So
good.
Yeah, I try to swallow the shoe, and I start choking. I'm like,
Jeez Louise, I didn't realize it was so hungry.
He turns from pink to blue and then just passes away and falls.
You see a little goblin ghost leaving to heaven.
Right, to goblin heaven. And then a random guy comes up.
Already?
Yeah. His name is Chi.
Awesome.
And he has spots. He comes scampering up right after Skedaddle does. Hey!
I'm just gonna yell out, gnomes! Where are you guys at, huh? And I got a 5.
In the distance, you hear an echo of, we're over here.
See, sometimes you just gotta ask.
So,
perfect.
Then the wasp hears that and decides to see if he can ask again, but this time be able to like face the direction that he is suspecting that it came from. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, rolling A5. I'm hot tonight. 3 passes right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more.
Sweet. So he calls out and he's facing west. He's facing straight west and yells out one more time, gnomes! And then there's another reply, we're over here.
Sweet.
And so I point.
Gordita's gonna follow where you're pointing. You just start going right in that direction. Damn, I was really hoping for like a 1 or a 2. My roll was a 4. Yeah, so what? And Gordita goes to like wander over in that direction. Gnomes! We're over here, damn it!
And then you hear a gnome. We're over here though.
Confusion, but also still helpful. So Chris, you got that +1.
Nice. All right, so yeah. Chi's gonna try to just he's gonna be like, all right, yeah, let's go. And then he's gonna try to take off running in that direction.
Nice.
Even though we have a horse. He's just gonna start running on foot. And I got a 5. So yeah. You just see him disappear into the tree line. Haphazardly.
I guess we all pursue and kind of sink in after Chris's character.
Yeah.
And as Chris's character goes in, or as the last goblin goes in, you start to smell something really peculiar in the air, and then all of a sudden the gravity has been reversed. We all have to grab onto something.
This is a modifier for the next thing, right?
Yeah, for task 2.
Which is?
Finding the gnomes, and then find the gnome tracks, and then follow into the forest. Between find gnome tracks and follow into the forest is gravity is briefly and dangerously reversed.
Well, yeah, it's basically an inverted gravity forest. So, yeah. So Chris went last. So, Will, I think it's your turn.
Oh, hey, it's a little topsy-turvy in here, huh? I'm gonna not fly off into the air and die by grabbing a tree. And I got a 4. I'll grab like a vine, and I'm still falling away from the ground, but I'm holding something, and it's like unraveling.
Nice.
Okay. Now the wasp goes and grabs the rope that you're grabbing on and tries to swing you to a safer ground.
Yeah, you have a +1, right?
I do. I guess I should, right? So I got a 5 with the +1. So it's a pass.
Seems like you hook him into a safe spot.
So the wasp goes and then like swings him over to from one vine to another vine that's secured against a tree or securely attached to a tree.
Hey, thanks for fun.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah. So I think I was probably the last one on the miniature horse. Do we have a name for this horse? No.
I'm the one of my talent is naming things.
Yes.
We need to save that and use that then.
Okay.
So we kind of start rolling forward. I'm the last one on the miniature. Let's go. And like sailing going into the forest. Immediately the horse like and like flips and starts flying upward. And lands in a branch, and the horse is freaking out. To calm the horse in the branch, I'm gonna pull out a tortilla and try and just get it. Shh, horsey, be good, be good.
Little tortilla boy, no.
And so that's gonna give me 2 dice,
Nice,
buddy.
6-6.
Buddy.
Wow.
Gordita is a contributor. I could tell you that much. He doesn't die.
Yeah, I've got so Gordita like holds out the 2 tortillas and here, horse, eat these. And the horse is just like calmed and soothed by the presence of these tortillas. And then we slowly start navigating the branches upside down.
I think this might be a good time to turn the gravity the other way now, since we have 3 passes, maybe 1 turn through and then turn it back to normal, especially with 3 passes.
Yeah, can we say it's like the gravity kind of rolls, right? And so it doesn't just flip up and down, it's kind of we start falling left and right. And so with those 2 successes, like we're just able to walk the pony down the tree and then back to the ground like nothing even happened. The horse is just doubling munching our tortillas.
Smooth like a Jamiroquai video.
I imagine like the horse has like of course horses always have eyes just pointing in different directions, but like you can make like the dumb like one eye pointing upward and one eye pointing downward, like vacant dumb look of animals. That's what it's got while munching on some tortillas.
Just casually. Okay. So we are still trekking through the forest, and we run into some, I'd say, quicksand. Since we still need a little bit more to get through the forest.
Yeah, something to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we run into quicksand. The problem we thought we all would have, we are actually having now.
I wasn't prepared for this. I'm gonna try.
I'm going to try to throw my potato on the quicksand and use it as a stepping stone.
There you go. They float.
And I got a 3 and a 1.
Yes.
So I took an injury and something bad happened.
You like trip and fall and like kick the thing at someone, so like someone gets like lobbed by a potato.
Or what's your goblin's name, Will?
Goblin.
I thought the first one died.
Goblin.
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 Okay.
Goblin was the first, and then Goblin is the second.
How could I possibly get that so mixed up?
You're really good with names.
I'm gonna say that I knock into Goblin, like I knock him towards the quicksand on my way down, taking an injury.
Hey,
I'm like partially.
Wise
like,
guy.
I'm dying in the quicksand.
Forget about it.
Not my problem. All right, well, that's my turn. No, 6.
I guess I'll try to save you. I'll throw. Is that rope from before still around?
For sure.
I'll try to throw him a rope and pull him out.
Over here.
I got a 4. Oh, but I had
The rope touched.
-1.
I got a -1,
Grabbed
right?
it.
I got a 3.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
So is the horse starting to get pulled in?
I'll throw the rope, but it's attached to the horse, and it misses. It misses you. I forgot what your goblin's name is. What is it?
It was
gee.
Gee, that's right. The rope misses you, and not only that, but the rope starts getting sucked in and starts dragging the horse slowly into the quicksand.
Oh no! Things just went from bad to worse.
out of the frying pan and into the quicksand.
I'm really familiar with burrowing, I think. Maybe I can help. So Wasp goes and I guess he gets inside the quicksand and tries to push both Chi and the pony back out of the quicksand a little bit to help aid them.
Sounds good.
All right, it's me fun. Rolled a 6. So, Wasp, the badass that he is with his big eyes and good burrowing skills, jumps down into the quicksand, but knows how to deal with the quicksand because he knows how the earth works. Oh, I should have rolled 2 dice then, huh?
Yeah, you still could.
Okay. I rolled a second.
Roll that other one.
A 5. Damn, I am hot tonight. So not only does he save Chi, he pulls Chi onto the horse like a badass one-armed style, and then
I'm gonna damper it a little bit.
What's that?
Will had a bad, right? So you have a -1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
So
my becomes a 4.
My 6 becomes a 5 because that was my first one.
Right.
So I have 2 5s.
No, it says it modifies the next goblin's rolls, plural. So that modifier is
okay. So 4 5. Okay.
So
we're at 4 passes.
Okay.
Still saves the pony keeps the pony from going into the quicksand, and one arm jerks Chi out of the pit, the quicksand.
Thanks, buddy.
nice.
There you go. I hope that don't get in any more trouble.
I can't guarantee that, given our track record.
All right, gravity is normal. Let's get back to work. And just runs on the ground and just runs up behind and tries to like jump, like cool style, jump from behind the horse and like mount it from the jump.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, that becomes a 3, right?
Oh,
Well, it's a 5 and a 5, or a 4 and a 5. Yeah, it becomes a 3. You're right.
do you want to do the extra dice roll or just +1?
Let's do the extra dice roll on this one. Let's see if it has any ill consequence. Or just call it a reroll.
Let's do an extra roll.
Or +1. Just make it needlessly complicated.
4.
So yeah, there is like a +1. The horse starts skedaddling, but I overshoot the horse. Yeah, exactly like that. Entirely just overshoot it and swan dive into the quicksand, never to be seen again.
Oh. Ouch.
Chalupa comes wandering out of a tree nearby. Chalupa Little Bell, whose defining feature is glowing red eyes. Hey.
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 Like his head tilted, remember 30 degrees to the side, so it was like, hey.
Now it needs a chiropractor.
They all do. They all have that.
Family needs a chiropractor. Okay.
And the sauce probably fell right beside the horse, and he goes, picks up the sauce and like squeezes some in his mouth and like, hey, let's go.
Hey.
So it was a 4. So there's a +1 involved here. So the horse is probably moving. We just have to run it down.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So still trying to find the gnome hovel, right?
We found it. We're just trying to navigate the forest
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to follow into the forest. And then
'Cause every time we go, hey, it's actually the woods. The gnomes are answering back as well.
Oh yeah.
they're all back like, yay! Or we're answering as, okay.
Yeah.
So then I suppose Key is going to try to steer the horse forward.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do? Oh, could I feed him a potato?
Yeah. What are you trying to get him to do?
An extra job. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the carrot and the stick thing with the horse. But I'm going to put the potato in front instead of a carrot.
I love it.
So that the horse moves forward
Ooh.
faster.
That's good.
Roll piled back onto the horse, and now you're on the front with like the potato on a stick. I love it.
I imagine it's like one goblin on the front left, one goblin hanging onto the front right, and then same thing on the back and back right and back left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a 1 and a 2.
He catches the potato.
So, yes, the horse. I'm trying to dangle the potato in front of the horse, and the horse just grabs onto the potato and sucks the whole carrot stick thing in, and then also sucks me in with it.
So it's some Monty Python style.
Yeah.
Like the horse is just like covered in blood now.
Just get shredded by horse teeth and eaten alive. Ah!
Oh.
Like a wood chipper.
That looks no fun.
But somehow the potato survives because your next one comes around and picks it up, right?
That's right. Yeah, the horse spits out the potato after eating the goblin.
That was great. Spits it out.
All right. So then you see a goblin with blue skin and purple spots come up, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Raz. Hey."
Hey.
I'm not gonna make it to the end. I only have 2 goblins.
That was one roll, was completely wiped that one out.
I know.
Poor
He was
Chi.
already injured too, so he actually
Yeah.
took 3 injuries.
Oh.
That's why he got turbo shredded.
You got Nick shredded. All right. The horse is going through the quicksand right now. We're all on top of it. The horse or the pony.
All right. Well, somebody's got to get us out of this mess. I'm gonna try to use the rope to lasso a tree on the other side and pull us out of the quicksand to safety. And I got a 2. How about while I'm throwing the rope, I hit a branch above me and knock it down and hit myself in the head with it.
It's just very cartoonishly bonks you.
Yeah. Ow!
So Wasp sees that happen with the tree, tries to grab the branch that just hit Goblin and kind of spank the pony a little bit to go a little bit faster to get out of this quicksand and to get closer to our destination or the gnomes. And he also yells out, "I'm gonna find you, gnomes!" And then the gnomes reply, "No, you won't." And so he's going to use the branch to hit the pony now.
Okay.
Rolled a 4. So it kind of helps.
Yeah, locking onto their voice. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to walk through this. And gonna leap off the back. Chalupa LaBelle's gonna leap off the back of the horse to the edge of the quicksand and start trying to lead the pony onward with some tortillas. So good.
Oh my god.
That's a 1 and a 2.
Goodbye, Gordita.
Chalupa.
Chalupa, that's right.
Chalupa LaBelle is like trying to do the same thing, and apparently this force has an effect on the horse. And just like fucking gobbles up the tortilla just gobbles up the whole thing and just doesn't stop. And so you've got like that terrifying thing with like the horses have with their front lips, like just keeps going up and it's like, what the heck? And you just hear like the arm rips off and then like kicks him down and yeah, and you just hear just gruesome things like so
Crunching,
yeah.
bone scrunching.
And Chorito like wanders through the forest behind you, eating some of his own tortillas.
Are you a burrito or an enchilada? The world may never know.
Hey. We're not gonna survive this forest, man.
The horse has the highest KO rate so far.
Super high KD ratio.
We need one, right? Just one more.
Yeah. So Raz is going to. I guess when he came up, he did hear the gnomes calling, so he's gonna take out the potato and then like try to get the horse to follow him, similar to the tortilla situation. But instead of like feeding the horse, he's just gonna be like waving it ahead.
Okay.
And like, I guess waving towards the party too.
You want my branch?
That's all right. Come on, follow me. Oh, I got a 6 this time, actually.
Hey.
And I don't know if I want to just give myself the extra potato dice every time.
Dude, yeah, that would be another potato die.
Okay. I feel like I'm cheating. Oh god.
It's
2.
It's not a better outcome. It's just accelerated outcomes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. Well, I got a 2.
So how does this all take place? He saves, passes, and then hurts himself?
I'm gonna go with the horse biting me again. I love the idea of this bloodthirsty horse. It's just continuing to injure
We
us.
pass on the war horse for the pony, and the pony is killing so many of us.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so
All right,
great.
so I'm like haphazardly waving the potato, like, "Come on, guys!" And then as I'm sticking my hand backward to like offer the potato to the horse just like cleanly bites my whole arm off with the potato, and I'm like, "Ah, my arm!" And that ends my turn.
Nice. Take it away, Will.
All right, we need one more, right?
Yes, just one more.
Dear
If you could
God.
find a reason to throw 2 dice, I'm sure we'd be pretty.
All right, so we got to get this
with
horse
our.
moving here. So I'm gonna take my pen and I'm gonna jab the horse like in the butt with it to get it to move. Move, horse.
Nice.
So 2 dice. Let's see. First one's a 4. Second one's a 6. Boom. Cool.
Boom.
Yeah.
So how's that happen? How do we get out of the quicksand?
Okay. So I take the pen and I jab the horse backside and say, "Hey, get a move on. We've been stuck too long." And it starts going.
Okay,
Runs out of
nice.
the stand, and we're home free.
So as Goblin frees, or we are now free from the quicksand, we take a corner because we see a clearing in the forest, and the the pony knows to follow. And in the distance, we see a wooden gate that is probably about 8 feet high.
Excellent.
And so we get to the gate and realize it is locked. So
Justin,
now
it's
we
you.
have to figure out how to get in. Okay, so Wasp takes his lucky pearly silvery dagger and pokes it at the lock really hard several times, like very stabby like with it. That would be 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 3 and a 4. Would I take it from my own? No, take it from the next. So it'd be off of yours. And then a good thing. So it cancels out. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So the wasp pokes at it, but nothing really happens at the gate or the lock. The wasp goes, "Oh my God, this was so much fun. Let's stab some more." And then it's like, "Pulido, you got to try this."
What? And it's going to. We got a lock, right?
Yeah.
Let me see that. So he grabs the rope end that has Headless's leg still in it, and then works in like the tortilla as like a shim to the side, and just starts jamming the foot in and trying to turn it like a key.
I love it. Headless still helping.
Probably with like a loud tick, the lock kind of snaps open, and it's the foot detaches from the leg I have, and so it's kind of just mushed in there somehow or something like that, or like blood sprays out. And Chris, you feel free to take some creative license with it. How it's bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he creates like a slippery, dangerous terrain type situation on the ground.
Oh, nice.
So then moving into my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm going to try to find my footing then. I'm going to try to put my potato on the ground and use it as a stepstone in the mud.
I love
That's
it.
2 dice. That works. It counts.
I got a 6 and a 2. Which is his second injury.
Oh no.
I love that you were killed by your old character's blood.
All right, so I'm gonna say that I knock into the gate, which weakens it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also fall face first into the mud and choke on the mud without being smart enough to get out of the mud. Just like stand up, like drowning in 1 inch of water type of thing. So good. So I'm just like, "Ah!" And then Raz dies like that.
Wasp shrugs. Hey.
And then you see a regular green goblin come up, but he has glasses on. And he's like, hey.
Hey.
Name's Archibald. Archibald.
Archibald.
All right, let's see. So we're trying to get over a pile of blood now.
What is the actual objective? I forget.
Breaking into the gate. We're trying to get to the gate. We found the gnome's house. We just have to break through the gate, or what we suppose is the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it's Bloody Mire.
I'll try to pick the lock using my pen. Jam it in there. Let's see what we got here. We got first roll is a 2, and second roll is a 6.
Nice.
So I'm gonna die. I'll unlock
It's
it.
3 of y'all in a row that got 6s and then something to hurt your character.
How about it's a really big lock, so I'm like reaching in there with the pen, but I'm not quite getting it. So I just stick like my whole arm in there to try to unlock it, and I do, but the mechanism like rips my arm off, and I bleed out and die. All right, gate's unlocked. And then right as the gate unlocks and Goblin dies, you see Doblin.
Awesome.
Another goblin walk up out of the forest, say, what appears to be going on here?
I think that's 3.
Oh,
Because
that is 3.
Raz weakened the gate.
I didn't have that marked. My bad. So we're at 3.
Hey.
Okay. Hey.
Cheerio.
So Wasp, who's good at burrowing, uses his lucky dagger. So this is going to be 3 dice, y'all guys.
Oh, shit.
So Wasp is going to go big using the dagger, and he's good at burrowing, and he's going to create a hole underneath the fence. 664.
Oh, shit. Awesome.
Okay. So we just broke into the house which we followed the tracks of all the gnomes to get here. Now our goal is to find the gnomes so we know where they're at, so we can then convert the dresser to a buggy, and then we market pants for success. That's the goals right now.
So first step is find the dresser or find the gnomes.
Find gnomes so we can avoid them, or we can kill them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say like, where you at, smelly gnomes?
We're not smelly. You're smelly.
I've got tortillas and sauce, and absolutely taking my roll 3d6 here, trying to entice them to come out while having like a severed tibia or femur of headless.
There you go.
So
Killed by
one
help.
comes out, but it's actually just to activate a trap, right? And shooting out of a nearby tree, like a giant circular saw blade, just right across and just cuts Enchirita in half. And like the 2 halves of his body fall to the ground like a plop, plop.
Holy shit, you guys. Usually
Oh
I
my
just
God.
use a fork. But that Enchirito took some pain.
Yeah. And crawling out of the tunnel that was dug, Beefy 5 layer emerges and picks up the sauce and is like, what's the plan?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey!
I forgot about the horrifying gnome traps. I'm not sure why we want to find the gnomes.
To
before
avoid
we
them.
convert the dresser. Oh, to avoid them?
Yeah,
Alright,
so we can mark
well,
them and be like,
well.
okay, there's one here and here, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm stupid, so I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to try to assault one of the gnomes
Which is also an
physically
option.
with the potato. I'm just going to try to like fastball the potato into the head of one of the gnomes nearby. I got a 4 and a 4. That doesn't get me much.
I mean, no, it sounds like you knocked one of them right in the head, but it depends on what Will's up to.
Yeah.
That'll
Stunned
scare
him?
them.
Yeah.
And so let's see, we're really here for the dresser, right? And so that'll scare them away from like bothering us. So I'll say, "Oi, oi, gnomes! We're here for your clothing house. If you ain't got a license for it, we'll be taking it." And I named something a clothing house for a dresser, so I'll roll 2 dice
Okay.
Perfect.
You have +2 to both of them.
to both. Okay, so that's a 3 and a 5 or a 4. Damn, 3 to 4.
Well, you got
With the
plus.
mods?
Yeah, so I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh shit! Well, I guess that helps you stay alive.
Yeah.
Good preparation there.
Yeah, jeez.
Saved your life.
3 to 4. So bad thing and a good thing. Do
It's
they
a
just
zero sum.
figure out?
0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing happens. They don't believe me, I guess.
Take it away, Justin.
Okay. So the wasp is leading the horse into the house, but avoiding or trying to lead him to the house while avoiding the gnomes that he can see.
Mhm.
And he's going to, let me see how I can do it. He's going to poke at the horse with his lucky pearly silvery dagger, which is just a letter opener.
Mhm.
He's going to poke it at his back to get him to go a little bit quicker. So it's 2 die. 3 and a 2. So something bad, and I hurt. So he tries to get the horse to go a little bit faster by poking at him, and ends up the horse bucks and makes a huge neigh, and garners the attention of one gnome.
Oh shit. All right. I think we're so was the second step to just convert the dresser, right?
Yeah, convert dresser to buggy,
So
market.
There's like a small assumption here that we found the dresser and we're kind of guide him to it, right?
Yeah, that's assumed. Once we get into the house, we'll just find a dresser.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and calm the horse down with some tortillas again. This time I'm gonna add some sauce though, because maybe that'll help.
What kind of sauce?
Fire.
Fire. Nice.
My God. So that's actually 3 injuries.
Yeah, he's super dead.
Shredded.
BG5 layer is decimated. As like the horse just like gets a faint smell of that sauce and just like fucking and like just leaps on him.
And eats them too, right?
Yes. Yeah. So Beefy 5 layer is down.
Yeah.
Coming, just falling out of a tree nearby. Double Decker approaches.
Hey.
Hey.
Jerry.
I love that just like the adding dice is not helpful.
It's done so bad.
So we're still on the avoid gnomes stage, right?
I thought we
Yeah,
were
except we have the attention of one.
We've loosely adapted it to like get to the dresser.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna try to throw my potato at one of the gnomes while pickpocketing another one to get a key to the dresser.
Okay.
Or to the house, I guess. So that'll be 3d6. 3, 4, and a 1. So the 3 and 4 just cancel each other out, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
And I take an injury.
so wait, Raz died already, right?
Yeah, Raz died already.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say that while I'm winding up to throw the potato at one of the gnomes, the horse bites my arm again.
Beautiful.
Clutch doesn't get it.
All right. I'm gonna go up to a gnome and I'm gonna take out my pen and I'm gonna jam it up his nose threateningly and say, "Take me to your clothing house." So that'll be 3d6. That's a 6, a 4, and 1. So let's
Success.
see, a success, a good thing, and an injury. So he'll take me. He'll be like, all right. And so I'll get this gnome to take us to his dresser, and he'll even help us try to move it outside. But in the process, it'll fall on me, and I'll take an injury.
Oh boy. Well, that's progress. Justin, you've got that +1, remember.
Yeah, now we are with the dresser. We need to convert it, or he helped us move it out.
He helped us get it out of his house.
Okay, let's convert it out there then. Wasp is going to check the yard for some. Or wait, we can just take it from the wagon, right? Or no, we don't have a wagon. That's right.
We got rope and we got a dresser.
Okay, and the Shetland pony to drag it.
So good.
Could have gone with the war horse. So instead, we have a murderous Shetland pony. So he's going to look for like a plow or one of those. No, not a plow. That would work against some kind of floor dolly. He's going to find a floor dolly. The dresser's been there and see if the goblins, or if not the goblins, but the gnomes have their own floor dollies, because I imagine they would need help moving a lot of things, right? So convert dresser to buggy. I go and look for gnomes and see if there's one out in the house. I'm using, let's see, my knife to open up every door like a psychopath. So through each look, I'm kind of like stabbing through the door while I could just turn it. But I'm really just kind of lifting the little thing between the door frame and the door. Anyway, so I'm rolling 2. 6 and a 4. And did I get a +1, right?
Yeah. So 6 and a 5.
Yeah. Pass. So we are up to 3 passes. So Wasp goes around and finds a floor dolly and finds more rope to tie it to help with the tying it as reins onto the Shetland pony, and brings it over to the Shetland pony and whatnot.
Taking the dolly. All right, I think I can work with this. And Double Decker goes and kicks it like half tilter and has the trunk sitting on it. So it's kind of like a 45-degree tilt like thing, like not really on a dolly at all, correct?
Does it look straight to him because of his head tilt?
That's exactly right. And is just trying to get it all lined up so that it is balanced. He's using the tortillas as shims, and he is greasing the tire wheels with sauce.
What sauce? Is it mild, or is it fire, or is it
See, this would be Diablo. He wants a real.
Diablo. That's what I was going to suggest. Diablo. Agriculture. 5, 3, 4.
Nice. So cancels out, and yeah, he gets it like just rocking ominously above him. Like he would clearly be like insta crushed if it fell, but that doesn't happen. So we got this thing rocking. It's about ready. We just got to get the horse to go.
Oh god. All right, so Archibald is going to attempt.
You're one stab away from being dead, right? Like all out and dead.
Yeah. Archibald is going to do a similar maneuver like the carrot and stick thing, but with potato. Similar
this clutch never learned.
That's our go-to technique. 6 and a 5.
Hey.
And we sail into the sunset.
So we got to mark it now.
Yes. So we managed to roll back into the keep. Just all right. What is your goblin's name?
Goblin. Wait, no, Doblin.
Goblin.
Bobby?
All right, Doblin. Move those wares.
Oh, are you telling me what to do, mate?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
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 Oi, oi. Hear ye. Gnome underpants. 2 for the price of 1. Put them on your head, like this. They make a fun hat.
What do you call that style?
I shouldn't have put naming things as my thing, because I can't name.
That's so great, though.
Doesn't match your in real life skill.
No. I call this the old flippy floppy.
Oh, do it.
I'll put 1 pair of underpants on my head and 1 on my pelvis. Yeah, that's where underpants go. And then I'll do some cartwheels. I got a 1 and a 5. So I'll do some cartwheels, and I'm attracting people to come up to us, and people start buying underwear off of us. But while I'm doing my acrobatics, the underwear around my head gets a little too tight, and I suffocate from having gnome underwear on my head. And Goblin is no more. And Goblin comes along. Hey, bonjour.
Hey.
And Foblin.
Hey. Okay, so Wasp is going to dig a hole and try to surprise some people to sell them. He's going to pop out of the hole out of his burrow.
And the marketing.
Exactly. He's going to pop out and he's going to hold a knife towards them. Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
It's a reverse robbery.
Shit.
It's a reverse robbery.
It's essentially a robbery.
Sales by force.
Let's hear it. Let's hear these dice.
Okay, so that's 3 dice, right?
Yep.
6, 6, 6. No fucking joke. So a group of 3 goblins come out, and they're totally not expecting anything. They're just kind of hanging out, just got out of the pit and trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives. And as they walk towards the stable, following a similar path as us, oddly enough, Wasp pops out of a hole and says to them with holding a knife, facing all 3 of them, but like kind of swaying it left and right to kind of show that he doesn't mind stabbing every one of them and saying, "You need to buy these underpants. You need to buy these now." And then all 3, really scared, decide to buy it, and they pay whatever shekels or currency we use.
Schmeckles. I like schmeckles.
Schmeckles.
Yeah.
So they pay X amount of schmeckles, and we sell out of product, and we like doubled it because he's a really good businessman.
Hell yeah.
Marketing
We did it.
genius.
I thought Archibald was going to die. I have 1 HP left in the game on my last goblin.
I can't believe I rolled 3 6s.
That's crazy.
That's great.
That was a perfect way to end it, too.
Yeah. Y'all, this was a blast. I think once we got into the groove of it, it picked up.
Yeah, once we figured out the rules and established, like, we could do this again, but
I loved the murderous horse. I loved Goblin. It is great.
God, that was so great. The warp horse was nowhere near as dangerous as the pony. The Shetland pony.
All right, so you can follow me at Chris Gamble on Chris Gamble Photos on Instagram, and if you would like to join Raven's Realm Tabletop Discord, like and subscribe on any podcast platform,
Even Apple iTunes.
Yeah, Apple Podcast or Google Podcast, whatever but give us a review on there.
I'm Will. I don't have anything. Join Raven's Realm. Woo, go.
Music is always, or not during the episode, but the intro, outro, and some random funny clips I like to put together. You can find my music at bandlab.com/mixsushi3. And yeah, you'll be able to hear some of the music I've been putting out. Just recently released a cool kind of like, I used nothing but Depeche Mode samples for this next song, or this last song I just released. So that's kind of cool.
That sounds
Yeah,
cool.
and made it into some kind of like more of a meditation-y industrial sound. So it's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, on to you, Brandon.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Brandon. You can find me at the BWT on just about everything. At the BWT1 on Instagram for reasons. Later.
So, let's see. When talking quest, how do y'all want to run this? I've heard a lot of people do where you have a master and you're just serving him for one menial task. But then the book says to treat it like a war and that you're on off days or something. So, I don't know. Work from there. Then in my head, I was thinking something like Smurfs, and we could go like not kill some Smurfs and then come back. Like, but we wouldn't call them Smurfs; we'd call them something else.
Let's
Or
kill
our
Papa
master.
Smurf.
Right? We can, or we kill the only female.
Play the long game.
Yes, like, what are you gonna do without whatever Smurf, whatever her name is, Smurf?
Well, maybe one of them will evolve and turn into
Right, a new Smurfette.
like
Oh
Jurassic
my
Park.
god, that would be
Yeah.
great for a story. Like, all of a sudden, one of the boys starts to like glow yellow, and then shine has like a golden hair grow out and turns into a female.
Like a magical girl transformation. Is that what the
Yes.
vibes of here?
Absolutely. So we
Like
kill
Jurassic
one, and then
Park.
another one changes. Like, son of a bitch. We have to kill them all. Smurfette. So it'd be Slurfette. Playing the long game. Why hasn't he just done that? Just kill the female, and then he'll eventually go away.
I know he's too impatient. What was his name? Gilgamesh.
Gargamel.
Oh, okay.
So we go with a female boss named Garga Female. We'll just go really close to the Smurf world.
Yeah. So do we want to make gnome stew basically?
Mm, sounds delicious.
We can kind of carry forward all of the thoughts we've had so far and make it kind of fantasy generic.
Okay.
I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like also, yeah, Smurf stew is always what Gargamel wanted, right? Like,
Yeah. But we could do kind of the same story, but just more D&D based.
right.
Okay, so gnomes.
I'm imagining,
We have to
like, I
go.
don't know. Did y'all have those old books, the gnome books that were drawn by that one artist that would draw like these really big murals of gnome towns and stuff like that? Seems really Smurfs and
Oh,
that
yeah.
seem similar in my mind.
I forgot
if
about
we-
that.
go kill like a Snow White thing, because then there's you could do it but with gnomes and a human or something, or have a female gnome and just have to kill her or something. I don't know. I'm stuck on that for some reason. It keeps popping up in my head. Like, yeah. Let's get rid of their female population. It's like that comic book, Last Man Why, but the opposite.
Oh yeah, did they canceled the show already? I think.
I didn't even watch the show. The comic book is so genius. I didn't even think to watch the show. I forgot that it existed.
I think I read volume 1 or first few. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's a good one. I've read it all the way through on PDF or whatever, and it's awesome. And you also got me the book for one Christmas.
I did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, it was like a few Christmases ago.
What a cool idea on my part.
Very thoughtful.
So we have So we have an overall quest, right? But then we have to break it down into 3 tasks.
Yes.
And then we have to break each of those 3 tasks down into 3 stages.
Yeah, or steps.
Steps, that's right.
Yeah, well, task and then steps for the task. So, like, if we were to kill gnomes or need to kill, like, a specific gnome, then we would make that the final task, like, kill the gnome. But how do we get there? Well, we have to find a carriage or a way to get there. So, whatever we decide. I died last game from trying to ride a badger. They did not like that.
I have a this quest generator thing that I always use, where it's like 2d6. I don't know if you saw it in Discord.
Let's see. Which one?
It's right after I put the Craig join stuff. It says first roll. The first roll is, the action of the quest is to liberate, destroy, guard, transport, create.
Where did you find that?
I don't remember where I found it, but I use it all the time.
I've got a misfortunes table, but I don't have a storyline table.
It's not from Goblin Quest. It's just something I use all the time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just figure maybe if we don't know what to do.
What about some gnomes that are stealing underpants? We gotta go get them back.
I do like the killing the.
I like that.
You like that one?
You just said something about going to steal underpants? Let's do like it. Okay, underpants raid then.
A what?
A tidy whitey raid.
Yeah.
Getting underpants back. Okay, so
we were stealing somebody else's.
Whitey tidy raid.
From the gnomes?
Oh, never. Whatever.
Is it Masters? Whitey tidies were returning. Oh, that works. Okay, so the quest is retrieve. My text is too big. Retrieve white underwear or tidy whities from gnomes, or steal some. Is it retrieve or steal? What are we going with?
Steal, I guess.
So we're stealing underwear from gnomes. Excellent.
For
That's wonderful.
Unknown.
Get some wheels.
So step 1.
We need transportation out of the camp.
So task 1. Get out of Dodge.
Yeah. Find transportation.
transportation. Find transportation. Okay. Let's see. So what do we need to do? We need to go to, where would we find transportation? Like a saloon? We could steal. Just all kinds of stealing on this.
Looking at the map, maybe we could steal them from the bugbear shanties, or no? Would the barracks have something like that?
Yep.
Okay, so like, there's the grand orc barracks, right?
Yeah.
So maybe our task would be find the barracks, sneak into the barracks, steal the transport, or would it be sneak into the barracks, steal the transport, and get out of the barracks with the transport?
See, in my head, I would see in my head, I'm thinking like horses or something to ride. And I'm thinking they would leave it outside like a saloon or something.
Oh, okay.
As an idea, just so we can cut out going inside of a building and then, I don't know.
Going back out again?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like maybe go to like the Grand Barracks and see if there's any horses or something that we can ride.
Like a stables.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. So we go
Steal a wagon.
steal
So
a
would it
wagon.
be
I like that.
Get to the stables?
I don't think is that probably not a step though.
See,
It probably just happens, right?
yeah.
I treat it as a step because it's an
Okay.
opportunity to die, and there's not too many opportunities, not enough opportunities to die, especially since it takes two, what's it called? Ones or twos to kill a person, unless you get zero.
Going somewhere is absolutely a step.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like every single thing you do, you have to roll for it, including like moving forward.
Oh,
So
gosh.
are we starting in the barracks and we're just going to leave and see if we can find a steed, or are we going to be like at the great hobgoblin bureaucracy, or where are we going to meet?
Don't we
Sorry,
spawn
pits,
at
right?
the pits? Yeah.
The pits? Okay. So cross pits to, what did we call it? A stable?
Yeah.
To stable. Okay. And then inside the stable, we got to locate, or we got to unlock a horse or a pin, unlock a pin.
Yeah.
Are we trying to all get a horse, or are we just going to all pile on one?
Pile on one.
I think
Okay.
pile on one would work.
Absolutely pile on one. That's way funnier.
So unlock pin.
Sure.
And then stage 3 is leave with pin, or leave with horse. Are we going for a horse? Leaving horse and buggy. I like the idea of us trying to set up a buggy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm for it.
Okay, so now that we in our heads have got a horse to go get the transportation to go steal tidy whities from the gnomes, would a task 2 be get to the gnomes, or would it be steal from the gnomes?
I think it would be getting to the gnomes for sure.
Okay.
Finding the gnomes.
Finding the
finding
gnomes.
gnomes.
Yeah. That's true. We don't know where they are.
Okay. What would be the narrative for what would we have to do to find a gnome? Find gnome tracks.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Find gnome tracks.
Do they live in the enchanted forest?
For sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then step 2 is follow them into the enchanted forest, or go into the enchanted forest.
Follow into forest. And then stage 3 would be find house.
Is it called a gnome hovel, I think.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely could be a word we use for it. I think next up is get the pants.
That would be task 3 or stage, or that's after follow into forest. Then
I guess at this point we found them, right? So we found them, so it's travel to them, right?
yeah. Well, we found the gnome tracks, follow them into the forest, and then find the house or break into the house or
survive the forest.
And I kind of tie that into the follow into forest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that we're good there.
But we need one more stage.
Oh, I see.
Probably, yeah, I think finding the actual hovel could be something.
Okay.
Or maybe breaking into the hovel.
Sneak up on them?
How about breaking the gate to get in?
Pop the can?
Yeah. So we see if we can unlock the pin again or unlock another thing. So I hope one of us is good at that. I'm not. Oh, wait. No, he's just good at trapping. Okay, so stage 3.
Get the pants.
Get the pants. Or tidy whities. Tidy whitey want to smuggle some plums. Okay, so get the tidy whitey. So I just put tidy whitey.
I forget how many successes we need. We just need one success per step, right? Or no, there's a difficulty levels rating.
Yeah, some have a -1, or it's a +1 when you start on task 1, but by task 3 you're at -1, and task 2 it's at 0.
Okay.
Okay. So stage 1, we broke into the gate. Find gnomes. Would that be the next one? Find gnomes. See if they're working in the garden or something. So stage 1, find gnomes. Stage 2. Stage 3, acquire underpants.
Profit.
So stage 2, question marks, and then stage 3, profit. That seems too appropriate. But
what if we find their dresser and we tie ropes to it and we just pull the dresser through the forest?
I like that.
So
steel dresser.
Step 2 is steel dresser.
Yes.
What if we make the dresser into our buggy?
Oh man, put wheels on the dresser.
Yeah. We'll ride it back.
Make it unnecessarily complicated.
So take dresser.
Convert dresser.
Or convert dresser.
For no good reason.
I'm just imagine us trying to attach wheels to where the knobs go in the dresser.
How do we? Oh, I guess the dresser can fall on us and kill us that way.
Yeah, there's tons of ways.
Definitely.
And then stage 3, profit. Sell them. And we die selling them.
Sell them to the orcs.
Yes.
Okay.
Online. Sell them online.
So
on the Goblin
G-Bay.
I like that.
The Goblin dark web.
I mean, I imagine we just sell them at the Goblin pits, and goblins would just be wearing tidy whities as various kinds of armor.
That makes sense.
At marked up prices.
So maybe it's not sell them; it's market, right? So we have to come up with marketing schemes.
Market pants for success. We don't even know if it passes or not. We just marketing them.
Yes.
Market pants for success. Okay. That's actually everything.